birthday, she wrote a song in a fit of intoxication. No one else in the world knew about a mad and crazy heart. How did he know? Wu Chen said again, "Miss Wu, would you like another drink?" Wu Yurong frowned. "Who exactly are you?" She had never met anyone as strange as Wu Chen, even among those who came from extraordinary backgrounds around her. What kind of special abilities did he have? He was too terrifying. Wu Chen shook his glass of wine. "Miss Wu, don't be too surprised. I know more than that. Like how you stole the latest design from the Song family, or how you plan to frame Zhao Huanan, Jin Shijin, and Fen Lin. Miss Wu, I told you. I understand you better than you understand yourself. I said I didn't come here to seek revenge." Wu Yurong thought to herself. He knows enough to put her in prison and make her unable to live in peace. Now she had two choices. Either find a way to kill him and make him disappear, or develop an intimate relationship with him and use his abilities to her advantage. However, he was so mysterious that the possibility of him disappearing was extremely low, which meant that she actually only had one choice. He was indeed handsome and young. Wu Yurong said, "Okay, if we're not going to kill each other, let's get down to business. Mr. Wu, you want to deal with the Ding family, so you want to get rid of the obstacle, right?" Wu Yurong took a glass of wine from Wu Chen as she spoke. "Miss Wu, I've been distancing myself from Miss Wu. This process will be sped up. I hope that Miss Wu can join my side. Not only will you be safe, but your career will continue to grow." Wu Yurong said, "Mr. Wu, you're really trying your best for Miss Li, but your princess won't let her biological father go, right?" Wu Chen said calmly, "Si Qingjing is also my woman. She's not ordinary. Li Rubing is nothing." Wu Yurong sighed. No wonder the Jinfu Group's board of directors was so chaotic. As she spoke, Wu Yurong thought to herself, if that was the case, then even if she continued to make progress, she wouldn't be able to come between their love. Since Li Rubing didn't care, she wouldn't have any more trouble. She had made up her mind. Wu Yurong put down the wine glass. "We've had enough of this. Why don't you come to my house to drink tea and sober up, Mr. Wu?" Wu Chen put her shoes on and said to Wu Yurong, "If Miss Wu wants to drink tea, then let's drink tea." Wu Yurong asked as she walked out the door, "Do you have a lot of time today, Mr. Wu?" Wu Chen replied, "Of course I do." Wu Yurong suddenly pounced on Wu Chen and kissed him. Wu Chen said, "This should be done by men." At the door, the two of them kissed passionately. Wu Chen's hand began to move. "Miss Wu, there's no hurry." Wu Chen gently picked up Wu Yurong. "I said, we have plenty of time." Wu Chen put Wu Yurong on the bed and began to unbutton his clothes. "Miss Wu, let's take our time." Wu Yurong put her arm around Wu Chen's neck. "Then you have to work hard." When Song Zhuan came home the next day, she found an extra pair of shoes at the door. Song Zhuan was terrified. "Mom, are you home?" "Mom, don't scare me." At this time, Wu Yurong, who was in the room, heard the voice and immediately jumped up. "I know Song Zhuan, she's back." Wu Chen, quickly hide under the bed. Just then, Song Zhuan opened the door and came in. Mom. Wu Yurong pulled the blanket and said, Song Zhuan." Song Zhuan turned to leave. "I was wrong. I thought there was a thief in the house. It turns out that it's some uncle. I'm leaving." Wu Yurong said nothing. Wu Chen looked up from under the bed. "Uncle." Suddenly, Wu Chen's phone rang. It was Li Rubing calling. Wu Yurong quickly picked up the phone. "Hello, is this?" Wu Yurong said calmly, "He forgot his phone at my place." Li Rubing replied, "Mrs. Wu, Wu Chen went to find you so early in the morning." Wu Yurong said with a hint of intention, "It wasn't him." Li Rubing was puzzled. "Not him. It was you who asked him to come." Wu Yurong denied it. "No." Li Rubing realized that something was wrong. "Where are you two?" Wu Yurong replied, "My house." Li Rubing was silent for a moment before saying, "Mrs. Wu spent the night with Wu Chen last night. The two of you slept together." Wu Yurong affirmed, "Yes." On this side, Li Rubing thought to herself, Wu Chen had conquered Wu Yurong yesterday. He was really amazing. She couldn't control him. This was really annoying. Li Rubing said slowly, "Mrs. Wu, I think we need to talk about something." Wu Yurong was calm. "Come over, Nancheng." Wu Chen asked, "Rubing." Wu Yurong got out of bed. "Oh, she be here soon. I'm going to take a bath first." Wu Yurong walked out and saw that Song Juan was still outside. You've only just arrived and you're leaving already. Song Juan replied, Mom, I won't disturb you and Uncle. Mom, who is Uncle? Have I met him before? Wu Yurong asked back, why are you asking this? Song Juan still insisted on knowing. Although it's a little awkward today, there's no better time to meet than today. We'll get to know each other sooner or later anyway. Wu Yurong didn't say anything and only reached out to stroke Song Xuan's head. Song Juan didn't stay any longer. If you don't want to tell me, that's fine. Mom, you can introduce me to him next time. I'll go first. Wu Yurong smiled, this child. For minutes later, Li Rubing rang the doorbell. Wu Chen opened the door. Li Rubing was a little jealous. My dear Wu Chen, you always bring me surprises. Wu Chen smiled, thank you, are you jealous? Li Rubing walked past Wu Chen, I know you're very capable, but can you not provoke me for a day? Can't you let me worrying for a while? Wu Chen lowered his head and said, Rubing, I love you. Li Rubing was surprised, he suddenly said such uncharacteristic words. The fearless Wu Chen actually spoke such intimate words to her. Phew, she almost lost control. Li Rubing calmed herself down. Who else have you said these things to? Wu Chen replied, no one. Li Rubing smiled. My dear Wu Chen, I love you too. Wu Chen hugged Li Rubing from behind. Li Rubing said, wait a minute. What if Su Qinjiang makes a fuss, or that other woman today? What if they deliberately make trouble? What should you do? Wu Chen affirmed, it's okay, no one will make trouble. Li Rubing replied, okay, I got it. Wu Chen turned to the door, I'll go home first. You and Mrs. Wu should talk in private. Wu Chen left and Wu Yurong appeared. I've kept Miss Li waiting for a long time. Li Rubing was a little annoyed. Mrs. Wu, we're all very busy. Let's skip the unnecessary things and be straightforward. Wu Yurong asked again, what does Miss Li mean? Li Rubing said slowly, shouldn't you apologize to me? Wu Yurong held back her laughter. Miss Li, I don't understand why I should apologize to you. Li Rubing didn't beat around the bush. You slept with my man, do you want to say hello to me? Wu Yurong said again, is that necessary? He's not going to marry me. I'm not thinking about remarrying either, we're just enjoying life. Miss 51, there are no obstacles to your future together. Li Rubing mocked, you are not the first or the last woman who wants to sleep with Wu Chen, you guys are no different. Wu Yurong said calmly, I didn't expect that Su Qinjiang wouldn't put any pressure on you, but you would confront me alone. Are you not confident? I heard that Miss Li hasn't lived with Wu Chen yet, right? Li Rubing didn't deny it. Yes, my Wu Chen is a bit unpredictable. He once said that he could become Su Qinjiang's man in a day, and he did it. Su Qinjiang was willing to be his concubine, but now Mrs. Wu is the same. Isn't this very magical? Wu Yurong thought to herself, she's saying that Su Qinjiang and I can only be concubines. No, that's not right. Not afraid to ruin Ding family. Wu Chen wants more. This meant that he wanted to win Li Rubing's heart first. This kind of patience was different from Su Qinjiang's and hers. It was his exclusive favor and bias towards Li Rubing. Li Rubing said again, Mrs. Wu, I'll give you one more chance. Wu Yurong didn't give in. Miss Li, you're really aggressive. Li Rubing moved closer to Wu Yurong. Get down on your knees and apologize to me. Wu Yurong said in a coquettish voice. Oh, suddenly, she kissed Li Rubing on the forehead. Li Rubing was so surprised that he couldn't speak. What was Wu Yurong doing? What did she mean by kissing me? Li Rubing muttered to himself, completely unable to understand. Wu Yurong also had her own thoughts. Miss Li, I understand your feelings. This is Wu Chen kissing me, I'm returning it to you. Wu Yurong stroked her hair. I apologize to you, are you satisfied now? Li Rubing was furious. You, Wu Yurong suddenly looked regretful. That's right, Miss Li, it's a pity that you weren't here yesterday. If the three of us had been together, Li Rubing blushed. How could she agree to such nonsense? Wu Yurong licked her lips. Miss Li, have you felt my sincerity in my apology? Or else, Li Rubing gritted her teeth. Madam Wu, please respect yourself. Li Rubing thought to herself, only someone with a sick body or mind could say such things. There was no need to be polite to such a person. Li Rubing turned and left. We have nothing more to say. Goodbye. Wu Yurong thought to herself, I can't change my relationship with her directly. Either we become sisters or we don't interfere with each other. Therefore, I have to use this method to force her to leave. After all, I've already tasted Wu Chen after leaving Wu Yurong.